name's Kerrick Klacnik. I'm a sales engineer for automotive within Hirose. Hirose connectors are made to take up a very little space, so because of that, less raw material is used. More importantly, when a module breaks, like if a LiDAR breaks, the whole thing may need to be scrapped. So a much bigger impact on sustainability would be making sure the connectors never break. So the most important feature about connectors within ADAS systems, as the most important feature with ADAS systems, is that they are reliable over a long period of time. Cars hold the lives of passengers within them, so over millions and millions of vehicles sold, Hirose needs to make sure that none of the connectors within any of those vehicles will fail and cause a catastrophe. For many years, cars have run on CAN bus data transfer. That's about 1 to 5 MB per second. ADAS systems now run on thousands of times faster data transfer. Hirose wants to make sure that the connector is not the limiting factor with this data transfer, so no matter what data protocol you're using or what type of connector you need to use, like board-to-board or interface or wire-to-board or coaxial, Hirose has a connector. ADAS sensors like LiDAR are only about this big, so they have to fit a lot of electronics into a very small space. That means that they use small connectors, compact connectors like this BM54, which we actually have to use a microscope at end-of-line production testing to ensure the quality because the naked eye just can't see it that well. Even more importantly than these space constraints is making sure that the connectors are very reliable. So because of that, connectors like this one, this BM54, they float, which means that they can move back and forth like this, which ensures reliability during harsh vibration like in a car. In order to be used in an automotive environment, connectors have to pass various shock, vibration, and temperature tests. It's pretty extensive testing. Then later on, when they're installed in a vehicle, people may be pretty rough in handling them to assemble the connectors, which could cause more breakage. It means connectors need to have very strong retention to the PCB as well. Connectors like the DF40T, the contacts are so small, the width of the contact is only about 1/8 of a millimeter wide. That means that the contacts have to have a special shape to avoid warping just from mating it by hand. Hirose connectors are already heavily used in advanced 3D mapping and object recognition applications such as LiDAR-based ADAS. Connectors like the FX23 are extremely popular due to its wide range of applications where it can be used for power, high-speed data, various numbers of pins or stack heights. But also, in something as small as a LiDAR or camera, you may need a connector that's much smaller than that. So Hirose is also developing smaller connectors like DF40T or BM54. Traditionally, Hirose has been very strong in the consumer electronics market, making very, very small connectors. Now, Hirose wants to make these connectors same form factor, but much more durable so they can be past rigorous environmental testing for automotive. One thing Hirose is really good at is having our connector engineers constantly pass information between them and the design engineers for ADAS so that we stay up to date on the needs of the industry.